Dayna Brons was the only woman on the bus, the team trainer and athletic therapist. Ever since last Friday's horrible crash, she'd been fighting to stay alive, and today she lost. Her Aunt Audrey went to visit the crash site today. She said she just had to, and on the drive up, she heard that Dayna was gone.
She was a beautiful, kind human being. She was fun to be with. She laughed easily.
Brons took care of all those young hockey players on the Broncos, taping their ankles, manipulating stiff muscles. Neil Demmons mentored her at the Broncos and then left his job open for her.
How do you think she related to all the boys? She was the only girl on the bus.
You know, it's funny. Right off the bat, the boys would always be, they'd be hurt. And then all of a sudden, I brought this girl into the mix, and all of a sudden they weren't hurt anymore. But that changed pretty quickly once they, got comfortable with her, and then they would seek her advice and her care.
She grew up in a small town, Lake Lenore, watching the Broncos, went to high school here, and then got a kinesiology degree in Regina. The town had been praying for days.
The whole community was devastated, not only for the players, but for a local girl like that. And we just find it very hard to believe that something this drastic could happen to one of our little girls.
She leaves a big hole, not just in hockey, but lacrosse. She worked with players in Saskatoon and with Demmons at a Rough Rider training camp. On Friday, his heart sank.
How it could have happened, where it could have hit, who was still on that team that I know, how Dayna was, how Darcy was. Just that pit in your stomach, that pain, that worry, just a sick feeling.
We will keep them near
An extra cruel blow after all the sadness.
And Susan joins us tonight from an arena in Saskatoon.
Yeah, Ian, another arena and another loss. This is Archibald Arena, and these are young lacrosse players. Dayna Brons worked here too as an athletic therapist. This was one of her other jobs, and they came here to practice tonight just hearing the news of her death. So a somber moment just before this practice began. You know, we're moving into a new phase of the grieving now. Funerals begin tomorrow, the first in Humboldt. Tyler Bieber, the play-by-play announcer, and then every day after that, 1 or 2 funerals in both Saskatchewan and Alberta. Really just the beginning now for so many people, thousands of people directly affected by this loss, and they have a long way forward from here, Ian.
The tough days continue for sure. Thank you very much, Susan.